Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and today, for a month or so of Dino, I'm going to be taking a first impressions look at Dino Crisis 3. Now, I know I said at the start of month or so of Dino that I wouldn't be covering Dino Crisis 3 because it was still not playable in an emulator. Turns out I was wrong. I checked it on a whim yesterday, and suddenly it was listed as playable, and apparently it is playable all the way through. There's a little bit of junk, like you might notice the line on the left side of the screen, but for the most part, I think this is going to work well enough for us to take a look at it. Now, I don't actually know very much about how this plays. I know it is obviously a much faster game than the previous two because you have a jetpack at all times, and this was the game that killed the series. Now, this game actually had to be scrapped originally, because there was a different game called Dino Crisis 3 that was going to take place in a completely overrun city, but then 9/11 happened, and they scrapped it because they thought the whole destroyed American city thing wouldn't sell very well. I'm not really sure why, because, for example, Metal Gear Solid 2, which was also affected by 9/11, they just had to cut out a scene that would have shown, a big submarine plowing through New York City. But Dino Crisis 3 wasn't a specific city, as far as I know. We didn't really find out a lot about it, but they scrapped that, and they decided instead to make a game that is completely detached from the other two, set 500 years in the future, where the dinosaurs are not really dinosaurs. And I think even third energy is not really a big thing in this, because, since they're not real dinosaurs, they were not brought here by third energy, but I believe the ship that this takes place on is powered by a third energy reactor. Presumably, they've got a handle on this technology 500 years after Dino Crisis 2. So yeah, this was an Xbox exclusive, and it sold so poorly that Capcom decided to abandon the series forever, and that's why we still haven't gotten a remake. 2548, Jupiter Orbit. IGM's Safe.
Ozymandias, do you copy?
Mother, do we have a response?
Negative. I have attempted contact with the Ozymandias on all frequencies. There has been no response to the calls.
Captain, it's almost in our sight.
I think this is also a bit of an Event Horizon situation, where a ship that disappeared has reappeared in orbit over Jupiter many, many years later. I believe the entire game does take place on the Ozymandias. And one other thing I know about the ship is that it's capable of transforming entire segments of itself, which actually does change the layout in-game.
Shuttle reporting. Everything's green. She's all yours, Captain.
All right. Initiate detach sequencer.
Let's do it, partner.
Counting down to market separation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Separation complete.
I have to wonder who at the team was like, alright, so we had to scrap our original design. What if we just did it in space instead? No one's going to be offended by that, right?
Man, she's one big mama.
There's no way anyone's alive in there. I mean, that's an
intergalactic emigrant craft from 300 years ago.
So, you're saying it's some kind of ghost ship? But it's headed straight for Earth. Someone must be navigating.
Wait, what's she doing? Ah!
Retreat! Saber! Acknowledge!
Man, why did we put so many weapons on a colony ship?
Ready for impact! Evasive maneuver!
That is great, man! How the hell are we supposed to go home now?
Grab it! Now!
It's a considerably less effective weapon on a small ship. But then it just blew up anyway, even though it was bisected. If only I had some kind of thruster backpack to control my spin.
Sonya!
Just shrugs. Should we close the door behind us, maybe?
You okay?
I think so.
Man, I guess there were survivors on this ship.
But why would she attack us? We're not enemies.
Okay, so now we have been dropped in. So I have run around this room just to make sure everything was running. That's how I know you can boost. Alright, so B is jump, which is a little weird, but I'm hoping I don't need to jump a lot, because it's always awkward to have it on the side button there. X is fire, Y is wasp, whatever that is, and right bumper is boost. And L is lock direction. Map, status. It's always a little concerning when a game just immediately gives you this control tutorial. Like, I'm not going to explain it to you, so I'm just going to give you a bunch of text and you can infer it. High-speed maneuvering, pull and hold the right trigger during movement. To jump, press B, hover, pull and hold the right trigger during a jump. For a power shot, press and hold X. Aim with the left thumbstick, which I did change it because it's inverted by default. Click on the right thumbstick to switch to first-person view. You can look around and aim at targets by maneuvering your view with the left thumbstick. You cannot move while in first person. Alright, so I've heard one of the biggest problems with this game is the cameras, which do not mesh well with the high-speed jetpack gameplay. So this is our booster. You know, we can just boost around with it. And you're going to apparently have to use it a lot during fights because enemies are very mobile. Let's take a look around. Alright. So yeah, from what I understand, the combat is you boost around, trying to shoot at enemies while not getting hit. And if we hit left, we can kind of like strafe like this. This is one of those cases where I'm not sure if this game is just legitimately not great, or if it would have done better if it wasn't called Dino Crisis. Power supply switch is off. Activate switch.
Activating power supply.
There's that, again, that kind of glitchy effect on the left side of the screen whenever I boost. I guess I could cover that up with just a black line so that you don't see it. But if you do see it, it's because I chose not to. Shutter switch. Open shutter. That didn't really look like a switch. That just looked like an exposed circuit board.
McCoy!
Are you sure he's the real McCoy?
Okay. Where is everyone else?
They're dead! They're all dead!
Take it easy.
Looks like the air is safe in here. It's all right.
Good.
It takes at least 7 days before we can expect a rescue. That's after we're declared overdue. So we better secure the ship and search for any survivors.
I don't suppose you're gonna finish explaining
Is this?
what killed everyone? Oh, well, probably that.
Sonya!
I'm okay.
I'm okay, but I'm also not going to stand up.
Wait. He's stopping.
It must sense something.
It knew there were space leeches. So yeah, this game doesn't really have dinosaurs, it has dinosaur-shaped monsters, which do have an explanation that I have read, but I don't want to really bring it up yet. I'll give the game some time. Maybe, like, don't just stand there next to the thing full of worms that just burrowed into it. They're just, like, watching to see what happens.
What are these things?
Also, I don't know how well the frame rate in this game held up originally. It seems like it would have pushed the system a little bit with all the boosting and the effects. Okay, we're getting combos, so that's still the same as Dino Crisis 2. What was that? Wide shot units. I don't know if that's for my wasp. Okay, so if you charge up, you have to actually manually aim it. Whereas if you do the normal shots, he kind of aims at whatever's around. I mean, they seem to kind of be running away from me at this point. Looks like some kind of dinosaur. But that's impossible, we're in space. I guess we'll just look around. Got some orbs over here. Ooh. Increase tactical credits needed to buy items. Okay, so there is a shop, which is also like Dino Crisis 2. So even if this turns out to be pretty bad, I'm still probably going to do a full playthrough of this at some point, but not for this month or so of Dino. This is unplanned. See, I don't know what the wasp button does. Maybe I don't have it actually there to activate yet. And we do have a fuel meter underneath our health. Okay, I think I saw everything in this room. Lifeline units represent continues, so those are like the respawn items that we had. Close range weapons sprays gravitation projectiles over a wide area. Okay, so we do actually have extra weapons. It's not just our charge up gun. Makes sense though if we're getting credits because we'll be able to buy more ammo/weapons. And I'm guessing where it says arsenal, there's probably gonna be something else there. Maybe when we pick up the wasp. Oops, that's the wrong one. Oh god, we got one of these 3D maps. It's like a super basic one compared to like the Metroid Prime map. Yeah, it looks like there's only one door in here. There is like a catwalk all the way at the top. I guess there was an elevator over here. Hold on, what's this switch over here? Okay, it's already on. The elevator. Cannot enter it. Probably already at the top. Alright, Sonya, what do you got going on over here? Let's get out of here. So yeah, I'm surprised how well this seems to be working, considering just a few months ago it was pretty much intro only. Meaning that you couldn't actually play it. I mean, I've been looking at some other emulation, and it seems like one thing the pandemic was good for was people making progress on emulators. Alright, Hammerhead Electroraptors. These I remember seeing. Oh yeah, the camera definitely does not know what to do when you're in a small room like this. Okay, so if you're charging your shot, you also can't move. I mean, I kind of like the weird designs, that they aren't just dinosaurs, they're just kind of dinosaur-esque. Another complaint I've heard about this game is just the environments are pretty boring, because they're all just like metal industrial corridors like this. There's no biosphere area or anything like that. So it all just kind of looks the same all the way through. What is this? I guess we just follow them? No? Can't go through there. Maybe there's a way to shut that off? Locked. Security pass level 1 required. No point in going back. Yeah, maybe I do have to shoot my way through that tunnel. Or that he has to grab ledges to climb up. Okay, yeah. So they flash red so you know that you can shoot them. Limit breaker. Okay, now we can do our limit break. I think this is a new area over here. It's funny because it says right stick is camera, but I'm pretty sure that most of the time that doesn't do anything. Oop. Bit of credits. A gun blast might break this container. Alright, so I don't think there's any way to hot swap your weapon. I think you do have to open this every time. This is not the right menu, though I want to look if there is subtitles. I don't think there is. Yeah, no, there's no, like, default game options. So we just have to shut up during cutscenes. I think it's left bumper. Because the Xbox didn't have bumpers. It had the white and black button instead, which is what's mapped to the bumpers now. This emulator is pretty bare bones at the moment, in that you can't really change many settings. So, like, it just naturally binds the controls for the Xbox 360 controller. Alright, so electric floor, which means we're going to want to jump and then boost. I could not tell where this platform was. Well, at least it's not like an insta-kill or anything. I can take a little bit of damage. Do I have a heal? Items. Recovery kit, 0. Okay, I do have one. Don't know how much of a waste that is, but then, you know, in Dino Crisis 2, you could heal pretty frequently. Oh, good, the dinosaurs just teleport in. Yeah, this is real helpful camera. You really do have to stop to do a charge shot. I'm dead. Alright, gotta use one of my resuscitations. So they do a lot of damage. I wonder if you can never replace those lifelines. It's like, yeah, these are your lives for the entire game, so don't waste them. Okay, we can skip that. Man. So checkpoints are not frequent in this. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm so used to pressing start to get to the inventory in games. Okay, we're using the shotgun, which seems the most effective against these guys. It's because it's only 2 shots. Alright, let's go get the limit breaker again. And maybe actually open the inventory to see what it does. God damn it, I did it again. I hit start. Is it a gun? No. Which means I have no idea what it is, or where it went. Generates a vast amount of energy, temporarily boosting the attack power of your equipped weapon and cutting down on jetpack energy consumption. Okay, so it really is kind of a limit break. It's a thing you can pop for, like, boss fights. hopefully we'll get to see a boss before the end of this video. I imagine there are probably more of those T-Rex things around. So you can do little hops to avoid taking too much damage. Actually, I think boosting, you don't even touch the ground. Yeah, see, I'm not taking damage when I'm boosting like this. You're floating just enough above it to not take damage. Alright, let's try this again. This is not a great place to fight these, but 2 shots. Wow, that charge does like 3/4 of my health. Maybe these ones are stronger? No? They went down. But yeah, they're pretty large to be fighting in such a small room. Alright. Survived this time. I'm not sure what is on the top right of the screen either. Or why my shotgun is flashing yellow. Deck-to-deck access way / starboard. I'm guessing it checkpoints every time you go through a screen. Oh. Kind of just walk up the wall here. The weird ship. Maybe the credits are just an item lying around now, though, instead of something you get from just fighting dinosaurs. But maybe they decided you weren't getting enough of them from just that. Front deck access way / starboard. Okay, we got enemies in here somewhere. Oh. To use the shotgun effectively, you do have to get close to them. So you definitely don't want to get in front of them, because that's when they do their big charge. Their hammerhead charge. The music's still going, but I'm not seeing anymore. Oh, hello. I wonder if you'd still call those cephalofoils, or if that's only hammerhead sharks. Seems like it's really hard to combo on these guys, though. I'm also about to run out of ammo. Okay, music stopped, which means they are not going to keep spawning. I don't think I can get up there. I can't jump higher. Yeah, that's too high. Unless I can, like, stand on this stuff. But no, it doesn't really look like there's a ledge. Had to sit up in my chair. Alright. So we're just kind of going at this point. We don't really know where we're going. Shutter appears to be controlled by the terminal located overhead. Okay. I'm guessing we don't want to fall, because it seems to all be electrified down there. I fell. It is indeed all electrified down there. The perspective on this elevator is a little confusing. As is the lighting on it. that. Like, Dino Crisis 2 tended to tell you what your next objective was, and then you kind of had to figure out how to do that. But we've just kind of been dropped into this ship and been like, figure out where you're going. Okay, I don't want to move because I'm about to fall off. Is this a door? No, it's nothing. Terminals displaying the ship's cargo inventory. Flight log. Front deck energy levels. Okay. Is this something on the floor here? That was a switch. Ah, I see, a switch that you have to stand on in order to let somebody else through. My yellow meter is almost all the way full. I bet I gotta shoot that to activate it. Tempest units. File. WASP units are high-performance personal security units of a bygone age. Designed to judge and respond against any antagonistic action directed towards its owner, the WASP was once considered ideal for one-man missions. There are several types of WASPs, each having their own unique attack configuration. This particular WASP can be launched by pressing the Y button. Each WASP type has a unique energy signature that allows it to function as a key for unlocking WASP security systems. As the unlocking process taps the energy of a WASP, the unit is rendered useless once this function is used. In short, each lock in the WASP security system requires the expenditure of one WASP unit. Okay. So it's a secondary weapon. Again, like the secondary weapons you could find in Dino Crisis. Does that mean that... I don't... So I think these are autonomous weapons that will, like, hover around you while you're fighting. I don't know if this is anything right here. If I'm supposed to use the Tempest on it. Doesn't seem like it. I would assume that these things would, you know, target it, if that was anything. But it's weird that it's just glowing like that. Okay, I did have to shoot it. I'm already kind of lost. I don't know where we are in relation to where we were. I'm sure I missed some, like, you know, tactical units. Oh. Okay, so if they fire, it does actually use them up. Oh, that was a weird shadow. Clearly, the reflectivity is not working 100% here. So is this the bridge? This looks like a pretty important computer. Terminal for monitoring the ship's formation change energy levels. The Ozymandias is capable of rearranging its structure to better adapt to environmental conditions while maintaining optimum energy efficiency. Each formation change is managed by a structure-specific terminal. For further information regarding the functions and advantages of each formation change, please refer to the Ozymandias crew manual. Following is a brief description of the deck sector formation change. Engaging the deck sector allows access between the starboard and port side sections of the deck. Engagement focuses energy resources to the hangar deck, allowing ready access to heavy-duty equipment. In addition, the increased floor space accommodates the takeoff and landing of cargo shuttles. Disengaging the deck sector increases energy efficiency by compartmentalizing shipboard operations and limiting energy output from the power station to key areas of the sector. Prior to the sector engagement disengagement, appropriate precautions should be taken to ensure crew safety. Formation changes may not be initiated without the authorization from the captain, and all related notices and schedules must be filed with Mother. I like how it's almost exactly spelled the same as in Alien, there's just no U. Terminal for operating the formation change system. So I didn't realize that these formation changes were triggered by the player and not just story progress. So this one sounds like it doesn't cut off access to anything by activating it. It just connects these two sectors. Formation change complete. Well, no going back now. Energy supply unit for deck sector /4. So I guess that's just the power for that switch. I don't know what this is. Seems like an energy recharge or something. Maybe that was a store terminal? Hold on, let's go back. You think it would have given me a file about the store if that was the case. But I didn't actually try pressing A on it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's probably what that yellow meter is then. So you shouldn't go to a store to turn this in until you have it maxed out. Alright, save? Might as well. Even though if I do a playthrough, it's gonna be a new save anyway. Oh, you can download files from these as well. Chat log, September 12th. Hear anything new on Alpha 2? I hear the plants are holding out pretty good. No kidding. And rumor has it there's plenty of water on the planet. Sounds like colonization is going to be a breeze. As I said, it's only a rumor. Yeah, but I'd like to think it's true. I know what you mean. Hard to believe we're almost there. Yeah, it's been a long trip. I think I'll hit the sack and dream about Alpha 2. Sounds good to me. Sweet dreams, buddy. So clearly, the ship did find a planet that it thought was colonizable. What a day. Problems? My head's killing me. Top it off, I think I lost my security pass. Ouch. Actually, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Your head bothering you too? Yeah, all afternoon. That's about the time my head started throbbing. I wonder if it's got anything to do with that radiation alert that went off at 12 o'clock. Maybe we should see the doc tomorrow morning. Yeah, better safe than sorry. I think I'll hit the sack early tonight. Me too. To file a lost property report for the security pass. I was just filling it out. I'm having trouble remembering where I lost it. I think I may have dropped it on the hangar deck catwalk. Oh, I'll be working there tomorrow, so I'll keep an eye out for your card. Thanks. Don't mention it. Good night, buddy. Rigel. Codename Rigel, DNA Prime, Giganotosaurus. Purpose: research primarily concentrated on survival instinct and reproduction. Description. Individually, this particular species poses no significant threat. However, an insatiable appetite, coupled with a tendency to blindly feed on anything that moves, makes this a very dangerous creature when encountered in large numbers. Lost item, data storage media. Report filed by Mark Hillman, last seen at deck sector, operations room / starboard. Status, found at operations room portside and returned to owner. Lost item, security pass level 1, report filed by Co Weston, last seen at deck sector, hangar deck, found by maintenance staff at hangar deck, upper level. Lost item, power conversion chip, last seen at shaft sector panel room, so I'm guessing these are all things I can find. Lost power to be supplied from alternative facility until unit is replaced. Alright, so that's all the files we have here. Now what do we have in the shop? Well, I'm gonna want some recovery kits, that's for sure. Do they only have one in stock, or can I... Oh, I can only have one. A max of one. Can I only have one of each? Seems kind of limiting. Okay, we can buy more lifelines, so it's not a big deal if we use them. Limit breaker, wide shot. How much is this, though? Is this individual shots I'm buying? Oh, it's 200. Wait. Or is it 200 per shot? It's 200 per shot. Ouch. That's gonna cost a lot to refill. Tempest. So we have to refill those as well. Lock on the target and fires an intense barrage of energy blasts. So yeah, I think those are expended every time they fire at something. Increases the length of the life gauge bar. Increases the length of the energy gauge bar. Increases the length of the eliminate gauge bar. That's our combo meter. Or no, I guess that's the point storage, so if we go over that, we just don't get the points anymore. Alright, what about stock? Increases the portage capacity for rec kit S units, so we can increase our med kit stock. Okay, so there's nothing new here, it's just refills. Gonna use a small heal. Then I'm gonna buy a small heal, since we can't carry more. I should probably upgrade that pretty soon, like right now. So I can carry 2 of them, and that way I can keep my health topped up. Nope, I need 2. I know I can carry 2 now. Oh no, it must have gave me one when I upgraded, because I already had 1 there. Alright, let us continue. See what we find in the hangar deck. I imagine the formation changes can't be great for the dinosaur things living in here, but then again, they do just teleport in, so they must be coming from somewhere else. Alright, so I don't think I can get up there. It's a little too tall for me. So now, we sort of backtrack. Oh, hello. Oh, they can jump too, so you're not safe if you go in the air. That's just the terminal, so this is all the same. This area hasn't changed. So I was wondering if there might be something down there. Seems like no, there's nothing down there. Except electricity. Okay, front deck access way. I'm gonna heal. Took a lot of damage from getting knocked down in the electricity. This is like super disorienting, but it seems to be working pretty well. Until I got hit and lost all the health I just recovered in one hit. I didn't know there was more of them. God damn. For like the basic enemy, that attack hits so hard. And like, the charge attack seems kind of useless unless you can get up high and then use first person to aim. Like, look how much damage that did as well. I'm getting swatted out of the air. And dead. The shotgun is effective against them, but, like, it's also expensive to use. I'm just gonna burn all my lifelines. This is not our save for the actual LP, so we can be wasteful. But yeah, the fact that they come from off-screen and they do that much damage with their charge from off-screen makes it extra shitty. Okay, those two are dead. There's more over here somewhere. Three of them over here. God damn. I can't even be safe in the air. They just knock you straight to the ground. Alright, I'm gonna heal this time. I guess I should use my wasp units as well. But those cost 500 each to replace, so right now it doesn't seem like a good cost-benefit analysis to use them on these guys. It really just depends on how much elimination points I get. Oh, there's another one. Are they just gonna keep spawning? Because I took too long? Headshots definitely seem to make a difference. But, you know, you can't really manually aim unless you use first person. So you just have to be in front of them to get a headshot. Yeah, this is the interdeck. Deck-to-deck access way. I mean, thanks for telling me there's a door I need to get to. I don't know if this is the way we came from originally. I think it is. Like a really straight corridor. Oh, that's something. Tempest ammo. So you do find ammo around. Yeah, this is where we came from originally, so we want to get the other end of the hall. From this weird, constantly shifting corridor. Man, unless the people who lived on this thing had jetpacks of their own, this place would have been a pain in the ass to navigate. I kind of want to use that first-person view to get a look at one of the dinosaurs, but that seems like a recipe for death. Maybe I should just call them dinosaurs, because they're not actual dinosaurs. Alright, I heard some squishy sounds, so I think those Rigels are here. I hope it's them and not a hammerhead that's gonna charge right at me. Kind of works for areas like this, except these guys take like 3 bursts to kill. Is this anything? Okay, so this is a Tempest door. I think we need to use one of them for every one of these.
Please use WASP to restore security system functions.
Yeah, so that just burns a bunch of ammo, but I'm guessing there's something good behind this? No, this is actually the way we had to go, I think. The hangar deck. Man, this camera, I wish it would pull back sometimes. Let you get a good look at the area. This is not where we came from, even though it looks kind of similar. But there should be a security key hanging around here somewhere on the catwalks. Switch for activating the hangar deck / starboard maintenance catwalk. Activate switch? Yes. Alright. Catwalk set. I see a green thing above where I'm standing right now. And we got more of those slugs coming in. But like again, like with the camera, I can't tell where I need to go from here. So I just need to jump and then float around until I find it. It's definitely not somewhere I can access from there. Okay, so my eliminate meter says full, which means I'm pretty sure I'm not getting points for killing these anymore. So you have to go to the store and bank your points, I think. Which makes those guys good for farming. I bumped my desk, so the menu came back up for a second. Is this where we just were? I honestly... Yeah, okay, this is the thing I was standing on. Okay, these don't go in your elimination meter, so I can just pick those up freely. But at this point, there's no point in killing the slugs, aside from to not take damage. Substation portside password required. Alright. God, even that did a lot of damage. No, don't engage with them unless they're right in front of me. It's weird, you can't open doors if you're boosting, you have to stop. You can't just go full speed through a door. Alright, so this is where I came in, I just didn't recognize it. I think they might just keep spawning in this room. There's a lot of them in here. God, I need to heal again. I feel like you're going to go through a lot of healing items in this. Grab that. I mean, you do have a lot of fuel, so you can really boost around a lot. You don't have to keep stopping to recharge. I don't know where I'm going, though. I'm gonna get back up. The slugs are attacking my frame rate, so I don't know if I can get up there. I think that's where I need to go. But it seems a little far. I don't know if that flashing red means I can shoot it, or if it's just a weird graphical error. Okay, so this entire shutter is not going to open. Let me check the map. Okay, the key item I need is in the room I'm in currently. It's not in the other side. But I wonder... It's also weird because this is only the map of the room I'm in. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I need a map of the actual area. So, I think what I need to do here is I need to... Well, I can't tell... I was going to say, I need to go back out, and then I need to go around to the other room in order to press a button, and then come back here. I think. At least there is a map of the entire ship. I wasn't sure. So I need to get back out of here. Hopefully, when I go to the other side, it'll open the shutter so I don't have to actually go all the way back around again. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to see another type of dinosaur. We might just have to call it here because I've been going for about an hour, I think. Okay, let's look at the map. Zoom in. I guess you can select the sector. I don't have to actually zoom in all the way. Okay, so we're in this hallway. So to get back to the other side, we just need to go down that hall where I was. So I was actually going the right way when I said to go there, except too early. We go back across this deck-to-deck access way all the way to the other side. I mean, having the jetpack does make backtracking a little faster. This would be a long corridor to have to walk down otherwise. Okay. This is the right way. So this might actually be the room that we were in originally. And that's why there's so many of those Rigels in there. Okay, now from here... we need to go up. This room is kind of hard to navigate. Oh no, never mind. This is the electric floor room. I thought it was the room where we made the switch. Okay, so now we just drop down. But this is closed now. In a way that doesn't matter whatsoever. Alright, now where am I at? So, I think that's the door we need to go through on the right there. I mean, the other one's locked. Locked, security pass level 1. I think this is the one where he said there's no point in going back. maybe something will show up here when we do what we need to do, because this does seem like a pretty big room. Oh, well, there's none of those little fuckers over here. So now I can probably get up to that place I was seeing before that I couldn't reach. Because we lowered a catwalk. I don't think this was here before. There's a terminal somewhere up here that I need to activate. Which, again, wish I could look around with the camera. I guess I can go to first person if I want to find it. It's up there. It is actually helpful to have that first person, now that they have fully 3D modeled environments, instead of pre-rendered backgrounds like the second game had. I actually think that visually this doesn't look bad, but yeah, the environments are kind of boring because it's just a lot of steel so far. The decks probably don't look distinctly different, which I think is something that Dead Space did really well with the first game, is they managed to have this giant ship that doesn't just look like endless corridors. It has all these different kind of themed areas that stand out from each other. I think the bottle station in the shitty Metroid, or the shitty story Metroid, is actually good like that too. Okay, so we raise the shutter. And I think now we can raise that other platform to get up to where the thing is. Or bring it down to us. That works too. Alright, I'm gonna grab this, and if nothing happens, I'm gonna go through the door that was locked, and then if nothing happens, we're gonna end. But I think we should probably end even if something does happen. Yeah, so nothing down there. Which means we want to go back out the way we just came in. Weird that those enemies only spawn when you come in from the other side. No, something is happening. Security system activated. Is it just going to spawn some regular enemies in? Yep. I think you need a full charge to knock them down with that, which they don't give you time to get. Come on, I'm not dead. Get up. I was really hoping we get to see another enemy type. Alright, you know what we're going to do before we end here? No, not the wasp. I'm going to switch to the shotgun. And I'm going to pop a limit breaker to see what that does. Not much, it turns out. I have to actually get close to them still. It does let me one-shot them, though. Alright, anyone else want some of this power? You want this power? Come try and take it. I am the tempest that is approaching. Oh, and I ran out of juice. Oop. They finally used that lightning attack. I know they had one. I remember reading about these. Well, we died side by side. Alright, well I think that's going to be a look at Dino Crisis 3. Like I said, I do want to do an LP of it. I don't know if that's going to wait until a month or so of Dino next year. I might do it before that, honestly, just because this has been something that people have been waiting for. I've been asked about it a couple times over the last, 2 years, and now it is finally doable. But yeah, thanks for joining me for this exciting look at a game that was not previously emulatable that now is. And it's looking pretty good, I'm surprised. It's a bit of slowdown here and there, but I am also running this at triple resolution, and there's not a lot of tweakable settings. If I I'll show you right here. This is the extent of the settings. You have that, and then you have, you know, your BIOS settings, and that's about it. So there's not a lot you can really play around with to get it working better. But thank you for joining me, and we will see more of the Ozymandias in the future. But until then, y'all take care.